Friday the 13th has always been a lucky day for me, starting with when I was 13 years old, and it was Friday the 13th when I got my first kiss from my very first boyfriend. And for some reason, I've just always thought of it as a lucky day ever since then, and it's often played out that way. So happy Friday the 13th to everyone. Happy Valentine's Day weekend, Galentine's Day weekend, President's Day weekend. Lots of holidays that we're celebrating this weekend. And you would think that someone like myself, who has been decentering romantic love for many years now, would not be a fan of Valentine's Day. And while you wouldn't be totally wrong if that would be your assumption. I'm not necessarily anti Valentine's Day at all. My relationship with the holiday depends on the year. It depends on what else is going on in my life. There have been some years when I've really enjoyed celebrating love, celebrating all kinds of love, and really being grateful for the love that I have in my life, and especially like friends and family. So there's been those years. There's also been times when I could be sort of inspired and encouraged by the various examples of love, inspired and encouraged by various examples of romantic love. And, I'm able to look at other couples and go, oh yes, I can't wait till I have that in my life again, or, looking forward to experiencing that. So, and then there's been years when I've been completely bitter and resentful about it, and it was very triggering. It doesn't feel like a real holiday. It feels like a manufactured holiday for sure, that just imposes a lot of pressure on us. On the years that I was in a relationship, the various years throughout my adulthood when I was in a relationship, Valentine's Day had a lot of pressure on the man, but also I felt pressure myself, because it felt like sort of a measuring stick of how much they love me, and if they love me, and whether or not they are treating the relationship in the socially acceptable, encouraged way. So I can only imagine, the effect that would have on a partner. So, and then different partners that I had different attitudes towards it. Like, I had some boyfriends who really went above and beyond to show me they were thinking of me, to do, the romantic gestures, all the things. And then I had at least one or two that were like very anti, and it like bitched and complained about it, and which caused friction in our relationship. That was there anyway. I guess it exposed more friction that was in the relationship. So it's had like it's meant different things to me at different times, at different years, depending on where I am and what I'm doing. So I'd love to hear from you in terms of what is it a holiday? Is it a holiday, Valentine's Day? Does it mean anything to you? Does it put pressure on you? If you don't have a partner, does it make you feel a certain way about not having a partner? And if you do have a partner, does it make you feel a certain way if your partner doesn't, quote, behave appropriately or celebrate it appropriately? Do you feel like does it feel it felt performative to me at some points. So I'd be really, really curious to hear what you think about it. Now I want to talk to you who don't have a partner and yearn for a partner, those were the years that this made up Hallmark holiday really, really hurt, where it just felt like couples were everywhere. It felt like the whole world was paired up except for me. And it was during those years when it coincided with perimenopause. It coincided with immense pressure. The clock was ticking louder than it ever had before. And I felt an immense now or never pressure to find a mate, find an appropriate mate, couple up, settle down, start your family, all those things. And when I didn't have that, Valentine's Day was a really awful mirror that amplified that for me. It was like a magnifying mirror during those times, and I just felt the lack, I felt the loss, I felt the hole, I felt what was missing, and I remember what that was like, and I remember exactly how that felt. I felt like an outsider. I felt like I didn't fit in. And it took me many years of work to get on the other side of that. If you are in the depths of that right now and you can't see your way out of it, which I remember what that was like. I remember when other people would try to encourage me, like the way that they would encourage me is, all the it'll happen someday when you least expect it, stop trying so hard, or you're not trying hard enough. Like all kinds of advice would come my way during those times. And people say that advice is real and true and valid after when they do find someone and they are in a long-term permanent lifetime partnership, then they point back to those old cliches, and they think of it as proof of the validity of those statements, and it's not. There is no truth in those statements. Yes, sometimes it happens when you least expect it. Sometimes it doesn't happen when you least expect it. I went years of least expecting it and it didn't happen. And I've gone from doing putting in all the effort to putting in no effort. I've run the gamut and it just didn't happen for me yet. I say yet because I'm still alive and kicking. Obviously I could still find a partner. What's getting in my way now is I don't want one. There's no drive in me, there's no desire in me to be open to it. I think my heart is very closed to that. So even if I was to cross paths with someone who would be a fabulous partner for me, I don't think it would happen because I'm so closed to it that they wouldn't even see me. I wouldn't even see them, which is sad. I know that. Intellectually, I know that that's sad, and at the same time, I don't have a desire to do anything about that or change it. So it is what it is. If you are in the depths of it and in the depths of the pain, I don't know that there's anything that I can say that will help you to feel better. All I can say is that you are a full, beautiful, full of life, worthy of love woman, regardless of whether you're partnered or solo, no matter how old you are or how young you are or what your life circumstance is, you are worthy of being loved, being accepted, feeling a part of this world and a part of this of our community. So I see you. I know how it feels to be you right now. I can't predict the future for you. Either you will find someone or you won't, which is not what you want to hear. But either way, your only path to joy and happiness and fulfillment and feeling good about your life and feeling aligned and feeling like free and happy, it ain't gonna have nothing to do with that other person. I'm telling you right now. My partnered friends, my married friends, my actively dating friends, and myself and my other friends like me who are supremely solo, we all have our times of joy and our times of sorrow. We all have our troubles. We all have our times where we feel like we're not enough. We all have our times where we feel like we're not contributing enough, or that the world doesn't see us or appreciate us. We all have those times. It's about finding the joy in the moments and finding the alignment in your heart. I'm going to sign off now because the pier's getting really busy and there's a lot of people that are now hearing all my thoughts on romantic love. Happy Friday the 13th, and I will talk to you soon. My name is Amy Palmer. I'm your Gen X big sister, signing out.